Hey folks, Jonathan here. Picked up an old 64 Chevrolet pickup truck, missing a bunch of parts, but the guy actually wanted to take it to the junkyard, and I just went ahead and bought it from him instead because I don't like taking this stuff in. You know, once it's gone for good. But a bunch of parts missing, no title. Of course, North Carolina's terrible about getting titles, and it's got quite a bit of rust in it, and not as bad as some, and I've fixed worse, but we're not going to fix this one. We actually need some other parts, and for my son's truck, so we're gonna do a little project, and just a quick one here, and I will show you more. Okay folks, we've got it up here to the shop, but you know, this is the first one I ever ran into that I couldn't get the tailgate open on. I'm thinking maybe it's wore down into that latch that goes in there, because it will not open. And you know, the chain's the only thing that holds these shut, so I'm not quite sure what's going on here, but I'm going to keep messing with it and see if we can get it open. And then I'm not going to tell you what we're doing, we just have to watch, but we're going to do a little fabricating here. Alright, I'll show you more when I get this tailgate open, I suppose. Okay, we got her open. That's what it had, and it wore down inside here. And you can see it wore sort of a latch on it. And then this thing rusted up where it wouldn't move, and I couldn't get it to go up any, but we finally got it. Let's see what we got in the bottom of that. Looks like nothing under the aluminum. Little thin aluminum. So we'll get that out of there and we'll go to work. Okay, we got a little bit of wood left in there, not much. What we're going to do is go back, I'm going to go back probably about right here and cut the entire bed around. But see if we can get some more of this wood off there where we got to get these two back bolts done off of it, and maybe leave this cross member on it for now. Maybe go in front of that cross member and cut all the wood. Show you more. Okay folks, I'm going to try something. I don't know if anybody's done this before or not. Just trying to figure out a good way of getting a good straight cut on this with the plasma cutter, and you know, being able to follow a line. So what I've done, I actually went out back. I had an old refrigerator that we'd actually taken out of the house, and in the back of the truck, and I actually cut open the rubber and took the magnetic strip out for the door. You know, this is what actually holds the door closed on a refrigerator, and I knew I could, you know, it would form to the shape of what I want. You know, it bends really easy. And I'm going to try to run the plasma cutter down right beside it and see if we can get a straight cut. And it may ruin this stuff. I mean, I don't know. This is going to be the first try of this. I don't know if anybody's ever tried it before or not, but we're going to see how it works out. I think if I, keep the cut just a little bit to the right of it, maybe it'll hold up and I'll be able to reuse it. But then again, it might only work once. So we're fixing to find out. Well, it's not a perfect cut, but I wasn't really looking for perfect anyway, but it sure worked, and hopefully, I don't think it hurt it. No, it didn't hurt it a bit. So we can reuse that. I guess a man could do a little bending on this too, and cut out a few shapes with it if he needed to, but it bends pretty good. So that's something to think about when you're using the plasma refrigerator magnet. You can get a real good bend, but you can get a part of a bend in it. You follow it around, which I don't have much practice with the plasma neither, so I probably could have done a little better job, but that works. All right, we'll finish cutting this up and I'll show you more. Okay, we got the bed cut off and removed. And I forgot to film it, but we went ahead and cut the hood long ways. And there's the other piece of it. And the magnet worked out good, but when I bent that magnet around, when it cooled off, it stayed there. So I think you can, had a heat gun, you heat them up and bend them whichever way you want, and then let it cool and it will stay. But we're going to go ahead and try to get this hood fit back into there. And the front end, of course, fell apart. So rusty, but we'll get that back in it. All right. Okay, we got some rust welded together here. And you probably already guessed what it's going to be, but we'll keep working on it. I'm working on the backrest now. And I'll show you more. Okay folks, welded some legs on it and just put an old piece of galvanized off a boat trailer tongue across it to the head and braced it in. We're going to flip it back over and try to get the top side finished. Okay folks, here's what we've got so far. Got it all set up and actually sits pretty good. Got a lot more welding to do on it. And the back still just looks like a pickup truck. So next thing, I'm going to cap these ends in, but I'm going to do them separate. I'm going to do this top one separate from the bottom. I'm going to do one big piece on the bottom, but I want to do a small piece on the top, but I want to put a bend in it, so I don't want any sharp edges on it. So I'll bend it, sort of like this is bent. Going up and down this way. So we'll get a piece cut out and we'll take the brake press and go ahead and bend it and try to make it, look decent. I don't want to, it's bad enough you're going to need a tetanus shot to sit on it, but don't need nobody to cut themselves open on it. That old bottom of that hood's rusted as can be. And the light panel, the whole panel back there fell out and I welded it back in, so. Anyway, got some pretty patina. You can see what I did. I used, this is the back section of the hood where it came around. So now I've got to weld everything, but right here is what we got left of the hood. And that's it. And old jack stands, I took them legs off of. You know, I don't like them things anyway. They're dangerous, and I've got good ones. So these are going to go in the scrap or go for parts and weld something else together. But all right, get back on it and get the ends done on the arms, and I'll show you more. Okay, folks, this thing's as done as it's going to get for the night. I got the panels welded in the front. It got dark on me, so I had to drag it in the shop here, but got it welded. I've still got some more welds to do on it here and there, but it's basically done. A little supporting here and there, but it'll work. It's actually wide enough you can get 2 adults and 2 kids on it, so it's pretty big. But I don't have a grill or anything to put in it, or I'd put a grill down there. If I had a bumper, or maybe put a back bumper on it or something, I don't know. But it is what it is. And I didn't, besides the legs and one cross piece, I didn't use anything except for the truck parts. And you know, I was going to cut these panels out of something, you know, new piece of steel, but I ended up using what was left of the hood to do that, just so the patina would match on it. And you know, I just, like I said, I bent them around with the brake, that way wouldn't have no sharp edges on it or anything. And I'll probably end up extending these out. I wanted to extend it out and bring it around and then put a little cup holder on each side. And you know, there's still a little bit of welding and patching and stuff to do on it, but you know, it'll work. All right, appreciate everybody watching. Till next time, bye.